Hello everybody, it's me, Alex Hunter, and welcome once again to yet another Titans Talk, and this might be the last Titans Talk of 2014, and so it'll be our Christmas special, hooray! Um,
Yay!
I
Or your
am,
Festivus special for those who don't celebrate Christmas.
well, unless you're Kirk Cameron. Um,
Yeah.
but anyway, I am Alex Hunter, and I am joined by...
Lee.
And I am the Hardcore Kid, who you may know on the now defunct Reviewers Unknown and Geek Juice Media.
Yes, and used to be on Blip TV, but you can also find him on his YouTube channel. I forget the name of the YouTube channel, actually.
Headbanger142.
I knew it was something like that, it's just the number I couldn't remember.
It was
Yeah.
originally 14, but my original YouTube got suspended, so I had to make a new one.
Oh yeah, that was because you were uploading Robot Wars clips illegally.
No. Actually, it was anime clips, but
Oh, was it?
that
Oh, right,
was like back in 2008, so...
was it? Oh, I think I might be thinking of someone else. But yes, we are here for. Well, Jack might be joining us a bit later when he can be bothered. Oh, no, apparently he's busy. But anyway, basically, if you haven't seen the Time Talk yet and you don't know what it is, why are you watching the 12th episode of it? I don't know. But anyway, what the podcast usually is basically, well, it started off as a little thing about Teen Titans and us wanting to get the Teen Titans show back for a sixth season, and basically bashing DC and the Teen Titans Go, which we continue to do to this day. But now this episode, but also it's kind of branched off into also just basically talking about more geeky and comic book stuff, which, if you know, this week there's been a lot of. I mean,
Nothing wrong with being geeky.
exactly.
Yep.
So, as we know, let's go. Looking at it, Ryan Reynolds is going to be playing Deadpool. He's going to be back as Deadpool in the 2016 live-action film called obviously Deadpool. Well, I honestly think he's the perfect choice.
Alright.
I don't know if you guys know about Deadpool. You know about you?
I know about Deadpool. I know
Yeah.
he's a real. He likes making jokes. He's a real funny, crazy kind of person. I don't really follow him. I see clips and I see pictures of him with his mask and everything, but I've never really been that big a fan. But at the same time, I was never a big fan of like comics or anything. But after you see all like the Marvel or DC movies, like Iron Man, Captain America, or Batman or whatnot, you really get. I really get into it. I still don't read the comics, but I still enjoy the movies.
Exactly. Exactly. I think that's with most people. Is like, pretty much is most people don't read the comics. It's so, and to be honest, Deadpool's character, I don't see that really. I don't see that they can't fuck it up more than the X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Unless they make him unfunny.
Yeah. Let's make Deadpool a guy who's known for making jokes, a serious, compelling character. We've done
Yep.
stupider things. But like I say, what is good about this, I do think, is is it going to be actually no? This is one thing. No, it's what's going to be good about it is like for the past few years, because I'm one of the few people who actually likes Ryan Reynolds, and he's just been getting shit film after shit film for the past few years, and maybe this is the one good one he gets at last.
Well, who's directing it?
Oh, that's a good question. A quick to the internet.
To Wikipedia, away.
Yeah.
The Deadpool? Or is that the John Carpenter one?
Let's
Or Buddy
see.
Van Horn, I mean. No, that's Buddy Van Horn.
Tim Miller, apparently.
Tim Miller. Let's see. That was a Clint Eastwood film.
He has done Scott Pilgrim vs. the World.
That movie was all right, except the problem is I think you really need to read the comic before seeing the movie because I had absolutely no idea what the heck was going on.
Yeah,
I mean,
pretty much.
it starts out normal, and then all of a sudden, Scott Pilgrim has like these crazy superpowers, and there's all kinds of special effects everywhere, and it's like, what the hell is
There
going
was
on?
a battle that was cut out.
New challenger has appeared. That is Jack. Hello, Jack.
Hey!
What's up?
Jack has joined.
A wild Jack.
Have I managed to drag
Yes.
you away from your new Wii U and Super Smash Bros?
No, I haven't gotten those yet. I'm not going to play those until finals week is over.
Uh,
Shout out to college.
but apparently this is what they're saying at the moment, is Tim Miller will be directing the Deadpool movie, but I could be wrong. Uh, but basically, yeah, apparently it's going to be directed by Tim Miller, who did Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Well, he was one of the people behind Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. So
Edgar Wright directed
Exactly.
Pilgrim versus the
yeah, he was Tim Miller was one of the people behind Scott Pilgrim vs. the World in the movie. But he was going to be a good. I just honestly think this one could be good, because I've been wondering, is it going to be Marvel doing this, or is it going to be Fox, or is it Fox who own Deadpool?
I believe so, because they had the rights to him in the X-Men movie, so I assume that they are the people that actually own him.
Yeah.
And that amazing X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Sorry, what you both were talking at the same time.
Edgar Wright directed Scott Pilgrim. I don't know where you got that other guy from.
Tim Miller. I was looking at his IMDb.
Tim Miller.
Yeah.
Maybe he's a producer.
Probably, but anyway. Oh wait, no, it says here he just did visual effects. Never mind.
Well, if he can do all those crazy effects he did in Scott Pilgrim, I'm sure.
Actually, thinking about
Deadpool will be full of that kind of madness.
Yeah, that's pretty much things that happen in Scott Pilgrim vs. World. Wouldn't be surprised if Deadpool did that. Like, also wouldn't be surprised if they did the origin story of Deadpool. But he's like, it was because it's Deadpool, he's gonna lie about it, or like say, oh, I was hit by some like gamma radiation, and now every time I get angry, I get into I turn into a big Hulk monster. But
yeah.
But basically, if you don't know if you don't know Deadpool's origin, basically he has the same powers as Wolverine, but he has cancer. So that's why the cancer is. That's why when you see pictures of him without his mask, they're all like deformed and horrible.
What's that noise?
It's because I think it's someone scratching the mic. It's because basically he has got cancer and his body is not dying, but his body is.
He just looks disfigured.
Exactly.
Yep.
But it could be good. But I think it definitely could be good. Speaking of things that sound good but don't.
Did we go over the Suicide Squad casting?
That's what we're just about to start.
Oh yeah.
Oh okay.
Oh.
That sounds good, but it's DC, so I don't really know if I can trust them. The Suicide Squad casting. Someone want to go about that? Because They
got Will Smith in there.
He's playing Deadshot.
Yeah, Will Smith, okay. if he's given a good script, he can do a good performance, like Men in Black and in some levels Independence Day. And I like iRobot as well.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But yeah,
it's basically
some performances like what the hell was that movie?
After Earth.
After Earth
was amazing.
There was also Winter's Tale. He played the devil. If anyone see that, came out this year with Flying Horse.
Do you want me to read off the cast list?
Yes, go ahead.
Yes.
All right. A few weeks ago, the Suicide Squad, the casting was announced, and we have, as we said before, Will Smith as Deadshot, who probably will be either he or Flag will be the captain of the team. But after that, we have Jared Leto as the Joker.
Now this is the thing that's been questioning about me. It's not the casting of Jared Leto, actually, because he's actually a damn good actor. He's got an Oscar, for Christ's sake.
It's the idea of putting the Joker in this soon.
But no, it's not that. Is that I'm kind of wondering, because he's not going to be in the squad, because Joker wouldn't do that. I mean,
are they going to make this a one-for-one adaptation of the Assault on Arkham film? Because if they are, Jesus Christ, that film's going to be X-rated as shit.
As long as they don't sex up Harley Quinn like they did in that movie.
Yahtzee. Speaking of Harley Quinn, we have Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, and this is probably the best casting I've seen in this entire chart.
And speaking of also going back to Deadpool, I'm kind of what DC are doing with Harley Quinn right now. I honestly see her as like DC's Deadpool, if you know what I mean.
Maybe.
I don't know why, but I always I think with after seeing the Heath Ledger's incarnation of the Joker, I keep thinking Harley Quinn's gonna be like these crazy, sort of like a makeup smile, sort of like how the Joker was, but She has the costume that she had in the Arkham games. Just like I
But
don't know.
but this is a completely different universe. Like the Dark Knight films are in their own separate universe.
Yeah.
Uh, which which I actually heard I heard someone say is like, oh, the reason why the Batman in the Dark Knight isn't going to be in the DC universe is because that Batman's too dark. Really?
He didn't destroy a city. He just blew up a few bridges.
Yes, and drove a nuke off into the water, which totally doesn't work. It doesn't
Whatever.
work. That thing of a nuclear bomb, you could just drive out to sea. Yes, it'll get. God, no, I'm not getting into that.
Alex, this is how Godzilla came to be. Don't question it.
Yeah.
And the next is we have a familiar face from a previous DC film that we all love, Tom Hardy as Rick Flag,
Yes.
aka
Do
the
you
guy with the
think he will
muscles.
talk like this during the film? Oh.
And then the box office rises. Any thoughts about that? The only version of Rick
It's
Flag I know
it's
is from
basically-
the DC animated
It's
universe.
basically he's going to be Captain America and Human Torch, if you think about it. Same actor. What's his name? Chris Addison. Chris Addison was Human Torch, and then he became Captain America. So it's perfectly doable.
No,
Yeah,
Chris Evans.
that's really weird how you have some actors who have portrayed some previous heroes, like Ryan Reynolds was Green Lantern, and
Yeah.
now you had
He was
That
fine
gonna be
as.
Deadpool, yeah.
Well, to
what's
be
his
fair, he
name?
was Deadpool
Was,
first, though. That's the thing.
yeah.
I mean, and then Robert Downey Jr. first played a drug addicted alcoholic, and then he became Tony Stark. Ba bang!
Well, in
And
a
Sherlock
way,
Holmes.
Tony Stark is still a drunk alcoholic.
Exactly. That's why Robert Downey Jr. was perfect for playing the role because he
He
was
is.
a drug addicted alcoholic.
He is awesome.
Oh
Should
yeah,
we
he
move
is
on
awesome
next?
now.
Should we move on to the next one?
Yeah. The other
We
one-
have-
Yeah. Go on.
Sorry. We have Jai Courtney as Captain Boomerang, who I know Jai Courtney from two things. One being very good, one being terrible. Can you guess what they are, Alex?
Ah, Christ, no. It's late at night, so no.
All right, Jai Courtney. We'll start with the bad, and the bad was he was what is it? Oh my God, I can't remember the guy. What's the main character's name in Die Hard?
John McClane.
Yeah, he was Jack McClane in Die Hard 5.
League
Sort of
Law
like
and-
John McCain, except not a hack.
There you go.
That's
And
not a Die Hard film. Really, it's not Live Free and Die Hard. It really should be renamed The Death of Die Hard.
Well, whatever. That's a separate podcast in and of itself. But the other good thing that I know him from is the first season of Spartacus, Blood and Sand.
Oh, so he's going to be
I-
getting out his dick in this movie.
Hopefully there'll be a lot of shagging. That'd be great. Go watch Spartacus. It's got 4 seasons and it's great. What do you have?
It
any
makes Game of
predictions?
Thrones. It makes Game of Thrones looks tame. And I'm not joking. It does. If you see some,
Game of Thrones has always been really tame.
yeah.
People just base it off of the first season, which even isn't that bad in comparison.
But yeah, it's also we got a few other people. We got another girl.
Yeah,
playing
we have,
Enchantress.
Who the people
Yeah.
who are trying out to play her are Oprah.
No, that's
I
not
can't talk
Enchantress.
Oprah.
That's not
Wait,
Enchantress.
Oh no, that's Amanda Waller.
Amanda Waller's playing Enchantress. Which when I first heard that, I thought that was
Cara
the
Hold on.
I
Cara
thought that was the Enchantress.
Delevingne is supposed to be in Enchantress. She's rumored right now. That's the person.
I thought Enchantress was like that character. Was that Teen Titans character? Though, you know, the ones that can control people's dreams.
I thought she was the person from
Master.
the Thor comics.
Oh yeah, there is an Enchant. But to be honest, there's loads of Enchantress is kind of a name.
Yeah, man. There is no connection between Deadpool and Slade.
Death Battle.
That's
Anyway.
voice actor Slade.
But
From-
anyway, for Amanda Waller, who's the person to be the string master, or however you say it, like the puppet master behind all this,
It's rumored Oprah Winfrey, but I doubt it will be. I mean,
well, there are 2 others besides her: Oprah Winfrey, Viola Davis, and Octavia Spencer.
the other 2 actually I think could pull it off. But it's also that case of
We're missing the one perfect casting choice, though.
Whoopi Goldberg. You said I didn't
Yes.
believe you when you said
Yes.
that.
I think
Yes, that would be
Octavius
amazing.
would be all right. Just
You know, man,
no
Theodore
real-
Rex was great.
But no, that's what I'm just thinking. Is like, But here's the thing: is are they going to go New 52, where it's actually, oh no, she's skinny now, because
I don't think that really matters, honestly.
fat people have no place in superhero movies or comic books.
Damn straight.
What about Galactus?
No. What?
Galactus is a big fatty.
He's just really large.
Eater
Also,
of
Jesse Eisenberg is supposed to be coming back in the film as Lex Luthor, which he has to be bald, so that is a thing. He has to be, or it won't work.
Well, I mean, Lex Luthor. Well, he wore
He's had
wigs.
hair, but he looks better bald.
And Lex Luthor he wore wigs in the original Superman film, but apparently he was just wearing a wig. It was because the actor who played what's his name, Lex Luthor in the original Superman film, Gene Hackman. He didn't want to shave his head. That's what he said. So there's the one scene that you see him without, like, but they basically suggest throughout the entire film that he's wearing wigs. And the one scene that you do see at the end where he is bald, he just basically takes off he's wearing a bald cap. But basically, is like,
Fun facts.
Again, here's the thing about this as well. The actor playing the Joker is now younger than the actor playing Batman in this DC universe.
I don't think the age really matters. I think that the makeup's probably gonna look like it adds a few years. I'm more concerned with his acting ability than he is.
I know, it's just that thing is like
the appearance or age.
Here's just my thing is like, if they're gonna do this, they can't just say like this is gonna be like Joker's origins. They could pull off a Harley Quinn's origin, or like saying it's just after this.
Well, Harley Quinn's origin, well, that's doable. She has an origin. Joker doesn't.
Yes, he does. He fell into a vat of chemicals, but we
No, he
don't know
didn't.
who he is. Yes, he did.
Yeah,
No,
have
that's
you seen the Batman film?
I've seen. No, that's Tim Burton made that up, and I don't like that.
No, that was in the original comic.
No, that's from. I have that comic. It's
Sorry, not Joker's
the
first.
Killing Joke. The Killing Joke. And there are 3 different ways that he says he got his powers. That's one of them. That's the most common. That's the most commonly stated origin of him. I don't agree. I think it's better that he doesn't have an origin, but that's just me.
Or we have New 52 Joker where he cut off his own face. Because comics!
Aha.
A whole lot of different.
Yeah.
I think he cut out.
But I've just got that thing is like, I just can't, I keep on saying this. Why start a new universe, like, Justice League universe, when Batman's going to be old? It makes no sense to me.
I don't care. I think that's a very minor concern, all things considered. I really don't think that's the biggest concern.
Oh no, the biggest concern is what DC are...
No, the biggest concern is what's the body count going to be like of the civilians?
Well, there were casualties in the Avengers, and there were, I think just
but they didn't show the main heroes going through buildings and having them collapse behind them.
And they also remember there's that scene where Captain America goes, "You two create a perimeter
Evacuate
to stop
the city."
Also, no, it's like you two heroes
a perimeter, yeah.
Create a perimeter to minimize the damage. So
there is a really great moment in Guardians of the Galaxy when I guess pieces of the big ship are crashing down into the city, and Rocket says with the idea, "Shoot them out of the sky and protect the civilians." A bloody raccoon did a better job protecting civilians than friggin' Superman.
Yeah,
well, of course he's Rocket Raccoon. He's voiced by Bradley Cooper.
Exactly, but this is Superman. It's not like he's the protector of this of planet Earth and all that. You know, the chosen one who's pretty much the only person who could defeat Darkseid. Which
no man, he just knocks satellites out of the sky with from Wayne Enterprise.
He's just a protector of his lunch.
Yeah. But that's the thing is like, which is a good point about someone made. Actually, I think today I remember is like the problem is the reason why Superman destroying everything is such a problem is because that's not superheroes don't usually. It's a superhero's job to minimize the collateral damage as much as it.
He would have led him away from the city.
Yeah. Well, you know.
Also, I like to point this out when he breaks Zod's neck. if you have enough space to break his neck, you should typically have the broom to turn his head away and let the people get away.
Or yeah, basically control his head, make him move it out the
Or
way.
fly. Or
Yeah.
just fly up. That's another
Yeah.
good way.
Or smash his head to the ground.
Or
You
have
know.
the people move about 4 feet in the other direction.
And
Let him
don't,
get killed. I don't care.
don't you people in the
or
comments
more,
say,
so
"Oh, he's done it before," but seems
No,
like
he's always felt bad whenever he's let people die or killed people.
and there's been
he's
much
felt bad.
harder, and there's been much more harder choices that Superman has made when he has to result in killing someone.
Give an example, Alex.
I can't think of one off the top of my head now. That's the thing. It's past midnight. All right, I'm tired.
Oh.
You're tired, and you didn't keep yourself prepared for this podcast.
Get yourself a nice cup
You should
of
take some
tea and
caffeine.
biscuits.
Oh, I've got
Take
my
some
Red
caffeine.
Bull next to me. It's going through my veins.
That tastes
Chug,
terrible.
chug, chug.
Yeah.
Is there any other casting we want to go over?
I'm more worried. Is Lee, are you still there? Because you haven't actually spoken a single damn word.
We
Yeah, I'm
haven't
still
talked
here.
in a while.
You can speak even if you don't know.
We won't bite if you want to speak. Maybe.
Use the silent type.
Actually, there's one other thing I wanted to go over in
Yeah.
regards to the Joker. Do you think they're gonna try and make him be like the Dark Knight version of the Joker, or do you think we're gonna see a sort of back to basics with the animated series
He's
Joker?
gonna be.
Mark Hamill Joker.
I see more Arkham Asylum Joker. To be honest.
So Mark Hamill Joker.
Yeah.
Good.
But
Good.
it can't be animated series Joker because that Joker wasn't allowed to kill people.
Well, in spirit, we should have
Yeah.
just had Mark Hamill play the
This
Joker.
Joker's ruthless. He blew up a hospital.
An empty hospital, but he blew it up.
It was a spectacle,
Yeah.
and clearly not a set, or not a model, of course.
No, it was an actual hospital they blew up.
Really?
Yeah, in the Dark Knight they really did blow up a well. It was a shut down
They
hospital.
blew up an actual hospital. Yes,
It was-
Alex.
No, in the movie, no, Joker didn't. Obviously, Nolan did.
On the
no,
topic of Nolan,
Yes,
who
I saw Interstellar.
What'd you think, Alex?
It's good. All right. All right, it's good. Yes, but it's too long. All right.
I didn't feel the time, honestly.
That whole
I
thing with
really
Brad,
didn't.
that whole thing with Brad Pitt could have been cut. To be honest.
Brad Pitt? What?
Yeah, the other scientist that they find on the planet.
That wasn't Brad Pitt.
No, it wasn't. It was
What?
the
fucking
guy who
thing-
looks like Brad Pitt.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Let's call him the guy who looks like Brad Pitt.
I'm gonna give you
Oh.
another chance to look up his name, to figure out his name, Alex. Come on.
If only I was speaking to you from a device that I could access the internet from.
Only you had an IQ of 140, you'd remember every actor's name off the top of your head.
Yes, I would.
The actor's, it's Matt Damon, by the way.
That's what I say, Matt
Damon!
Damon.
We should just have Mark Hamill reprise his role as the Joker for the film. We should just do that. Have a really old
Joker,
Joker.
he's never done live action Joker though. That's the thing.
I don't care.
I don't think he'd
I don't
even
give a
be-
shit. Just have him do the Joker.
I mean, I know he was in Jay and Silent Bob as some crazy supervillain thing, but I
Obviously,
don't see him as
crazy
the
guy
Joker.
was Luke Skywalker.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's busy with the new Star Wars, which
Well, that
Yeah.
finished filming a while ago.
yeah. Well, no, the
On the
first one
top
did.
Still,
Star
still got
Wars.
2 more.
Yeah.
On the topic of Star Wars, what did we all think of the trailer?
It looks good, and
There's a lot of there's a lot of criticisms.
yeah, and I'm tired of
I have-
people
I
bitching
have
about the
some.
smallest thing. One, it's a teaser trailer. It's not going to reveal anything. It's meant to tease. Two,
I have a complaint.
a stupid robot, a robot on a small ball is not saying people going, oh, it made it's now Disney have it is it's making Star Wars it's going to make Star Wars cute and cuddly, and it's because Star Wars has never had anything cute and cuddly in it ever. Ewoks.
Yeah, man. We had Luke's family. You see their charred corpses.
We had Ewoks.
Oh, Ewoks were awesome, but that doesn't matter.
What's
But
your complaint?
my my complaint is one toward the criticism, I can't speak, but it was towards like the little robot. I'm surprised more people were concerned about that being too cutesy and them not realizing that's a actual practical effect that I couldn't figure out for the life of me how they did.
It was
I'd say
practical.
they
That
just-
looks CG to me.
No, that was practical.
That was
I'd
actually
say
practical.
I think there's like some sort of crazy contraption. Maybe that giant ball is really two
I think it might
wheels
be
on the side
magnets,
of it.
probably. I think it
Yeah.
might be a magnet at the top of it. And my
And
other
the
complaint,
circle-
my other complaint is the lightsaber that the
Oh,
one
for God's
dark
sake.
side guy had.
Crazy
It's
about that lightsaber.
making it look like a bastard sword with
Giving
the
it a hilt,
laser.
basically.
Yeah, the
You
hilt.
know what I think it's
so
for?
stupid.
I think it's to protect your hands from any.
It's what a
light-
hilt. Yeah, it's what a hilt does on a sword. And let's be
But
honest,
on
a
a lightsaber,
lightsaber.
and it's a laser, it could slice and cut off your hand or cut you in other places.
But I've
Lightsabers
actually heard a reasonable excuses. Like he said, someone said that for one, that lightsaber looks very unstable, and those could be like exhaust ports on it.
I don't think
Yeah.
so. They look too convenient to be exhaust ports.
Well,
No, my other is just like I don't know why you would have something like that. The point
well,
of a lightsaber.
for one, a
but it's
lightsaber. Well, for one, let's think about it. A lightsaber, a traditional lightsaber, doesn't have any kind of hilt on it. And yes, and to be honest, if it slips out of your hand, going down, like if you and it's on, it's gonna cut your arm. It's gonna cut your hand off. So it does, and that's what the hilt is there for. It's the
Yeah, it's not.
and knowing how skilled some of these guys carrying the lightsaber is, I don't think they'd be that clumsy enough to actually rip their own hands off.
I don't know
They have-
because here's the thing, you can't do any of the spinny, twirly shit you saw in the prequel films because
Yes, you can.
that thing kind of hinders it
You know what,
though.
that would actually make a pretty cool spinning device if you're like rotating the lightsaber around and around and around, and it hits something like a full-bodied spinner on Robot Wars.
I
something
think
like that.
we're beating this to kind of death at this
But
point.
it's but if we go, but I mean, for God's sake, a double-ended lightsaber is impractical as hell.
No, that's
It
that
is
can-
impractical as
no,
hell.
No, that can be used as a pole arm. The fact of having
No,
a
it
hilt
can't because it'll go
and,
straight
like,
through the it'll go straight through the ground. It's a lightsaber.
God damn it!
Darth Maul was a tall guy.
Yeah. Why do you think Darth Maul didn't have any hair or anything like that? That thing will get sliced.
Because he's an alien, Alex. That's
the
why.
devil.
He's an alien.
But there's stuff like.
Shoot, let's.
But here's actually good things about it. One, I actually kind of like that they didn't show any of the original cast because that shows that they actually have confidence in the film. That they're not going, let's just fill it full of fanfare and stuff like that. If you know what I mean. I mean, apart
One
from the
thing I
mess.
will really say I'm happy with to see in the trailer, the X-Wings and the TIE Fighters and the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
But there's one really, the best part I always liked about the Star Wars movies was the space fights. And
Yeah.
Actually, you didn't see any space in the entire trailer.
No, but I mean like the Battle of Yavin, Hoth, Endor.
Exactly.
Those were great, and I've actually played all 3 Rogue Squadron games for N64 and GameCube, and those are my favorite Star Wars games of all time.
And
That's why I'm so happy.
Wait, you are not a fan of Battlefront?
I was
I
going to
haven't
say.
played.
And hopefully the new Battlefront actually has the space fights as well in it.
I would like to see that.
But yeah, actually, here's the thing as well. Isn't the new Star Wars set 30 years after The Empire Strikes Back?
Well, yeah, they have to because bringing back the main cast means they'd have
Yeah.
to be old
And-
as shit.
And the Millennium Falcon you actually can see in Revenge of the Sith. It's in like a mini cameo.
It's an Easter egg,
It's
yeah.
an Easter egg. So that means the Millennium Falcon's got to be like 70 years old by now in this movie's timeline, something like that. Or even
Unless it's the Millennium Falcon
guess.
2.
That's
No.
what. Well, no, that's what I'm saying.
It's
is like,
exactly the same.
would you think Josh Whedon would probably destroy the Millennium Falcon? Because that's what I've been going through my mind.
Josh
Like,
Whedon.
not
J.J.
Josh Whedon.
Alex?
Not Josh Whedon. It's late. Give me a break.
J.J. Abrams.
J.J. Abrams. I'm saying that is because yes, the Millennium Falcon's an iconic ship and everything, but you know, if it's 70 years old or even 100 years old by the time of this film, it's going to be breaking down like hell. So if it's going to be
I
used,
think
it
they-
wouldn't be used as a, you know, practical. As like it wouldn't work. I mean, it wasn't working. It didn't work half the time in the original trilogy.
Hey, well, Alex, let's be fair here. The prequels never happened, so that's not even a concern.
I just kind
We've
of
been talking about nothing for the last few minutes. Like that. That's
I
not a
never
concern.
mentioned the prequels, apart from the Revenge of
Yes,
the
you did.
Sith.
You said Revenge of the Sith,
Yeah.
which is just as bad as the other two. Maybe a little less if I'm feeling generous.
Yeah, I can't stand the prequels. I used to like the Phantom Menace back when I saw it in 1999, but it hasn't aged well at all.
No.
I think the other thing is when we were, because I'm pretty sure I was like you guys were like me when I was a kid and saw the prequel Star Wars films. Like, oh my god, that was awesome! There was so much fighting and lightsabers, and it was wee. But then you watch the films again, and you're like, oh my god, I like this.
You like this?
No, I was like, I liked this.
You liked this. Okay. We have to clarify here. There'd probably be a lot of angry comments.
Yeah, but it's like, but that's the good thing about it. George Lucas has been told to stay that. Well, he's a creative consultant, which basically means, hey George, can we do this?
No, we're gonna do it anyway.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like stuff like that is
Do we
I
want
kind
to
of-
move on to the topic now?
yeah.
We want to keep.
Yeah.
All right. So, Lee,
Lee,
what did
you
you
still
think
there?
of the Jurassic World trailer?
She's live.
What'd you think of it, Lee? Did you like it? Huh?
Yeah, I liked it.
Have you seen it?
And that's all we'll be hearing from Lee for the next 10 minutes. Okay.
All right. What did you think?
Considering that the
Original films?
The original film.
right, so
Are you
I-
watching something else or something? Are we managing to keep your attention?
no, when I first saw the first one, I was pretty young, so it scared me.
I was
love
scared
that
by the
someone
first
was-
one as well when I first saw it, especially that damn raptor scene in the kitchen.
I did not. I was like 3 when I saw it, and I still loved it.
Oh, you're gonna be one of those guys, are you? It's like, oh, I didn't find it that scary.
Yo, man, I'm gonna be one of those hipsters.
Yeah. Like all those people who say, oh, that video game level isn't that hard. Or in the comic section.
Wait, which one are we talking about?
Well,
Jurassic
every time you see like a video or let's play of like a really hard game, there's always like one guy who's going, "Oh, that game isn't that hard."
Oh yeah.
So Halo, Reach, right?
No.
All right. So Alex,
No,
what did you?
our
think of the
biggest
trailer?
enemy was ourselves in that one.
Exactly. So what did you think of it, Alex?
The Jurassic World trailer. I think it's good. I mean, I kind of like how they've actually gone to the stage of the park is actually open. You know. Instead of like, so it's not just the case of it's a park that went wrong. It was going fine, and then people decided to play God a bit more and create a hybrid dinosaur. And
The official name of said dinosaur is it's codenamed the Diablous Rex.
Diablous Rex. That sounds like
Double
something you
Rex.
would see in Diablo.
Diablo, the Blizzard game?
Yes.
No, I hate those games. Or
Anyway.
I don't play them. But
But actually,
Do you
here's the first also for in the Jurassic Park. It's the first sea dinosaur that we have, like water dinosaur,
I'm familiar with that one because it was actually in the
walking with
the
dinosaurs.
Telltale's game that they released like 3 years back, 2 or 3 years back, I think.
Mm.
And I enjoyed that game. But
But
yeah,
that
that thing is back.
And that thing was basically the same kind of animal. The dinosaur was in the Walking with Dinosaurs TV show, not the movie because that movie is shit.
Haven't seen it, don't care. I saw the the live performance though.
Oh, you saw that live stage show, like Talking Dinosaurs. How was that good? Because they basically just
I
made.
saw it when I was like 10, but I really liked it back then.
But it's literally. I think it could be. I think it's definitely going to be good. I mean, you got Star-Lord riding a motorbike with Velociraptors. What could possibly go wrong?
Nothing. because they're trained like dogs, essentially.
Yeah, well, that's the thing is, are they doing greyhound racing with raptors?
Well, let me explain. And someone actually made a really good justified reason why you can get raptors to behave. And it's comparing them to a modern animal that we have now. They hunt in packs. They are primarily carnivores, and they can communicate with one another. What average household pet has all those three things?
A
A
monkey.
hamster,
No.
a dog.
Exactly. So it is
Dogs are
possible.
related to foxes and all that sort of stuff. Yeah.
Foxes, you mean wolves?
Yes, that's what I meant.
We're losing you, Alex.
The dog
Right.
does not agree with you.
I was lost before this podcast even started. um,
You
but
needed
no,
a coffee.
I'm gonna.
Coffee.
Yeah, it's basically. I do see Jurassic World going really well. I just kind of wondering, as long as that dinosaur doesn't look too goofy, if you know what I mean, like it's not full
I've
of
seen it,
spikes.
and I've seen it. Like an image was released, or was not released, was leaked. I can just send it to you if you want to put it up on this in editing. But it looks okay. It looks like if you took kind of like a raptor and a T-Rex and you kind of mush them together a little bit and throw in some other things. But it looks okay. It looks original at least.
Go on, send it then. Send it in the chat.
I will.
Okay.
That way we can do this afterwards. Anyway, what else do you guys want to talk about? I think there should be other stuff.
Oh, we got the well. If we want to talk about if we want to talk about Teen Titans, the new Teen Titans comic book got released today. The Earth 2, isn't it? Or
Earth
it's
1,
basically Earth 1, separate universe Teen Titans. That's not anything to do with Scott Lobdell's creation or any other. And basically, it's much better than the new 52 Teen Titans. I've read it.
We need Austin here because I think he's already read it.
Yeah, I've read part of it because I was in a comic book store and didn't have enough money to buy it and got told off. So I read part of it.
Naughty Alex.
Yes, it's
Naughty.
really good. It's the characters act like they're characters.
The characters are the characters that they're supposed to be. Genius.
Yes, they aren't.
When would that never happen? Oh wait.
Yeah. I mean, when would there ever be like a When would there ever be like a Teen Titans thing where they either the female characters act really slutty for some reason, or they're all assholes to one another and everyone around them. That would never happen.
That 2003
Clearly, you
cartoon.
didn't see that
Obviously.
one comic where Starfire was in a bikini asking, "Do you want to have sex?"
No, no.
No.
Jesus.
Or did you see? There was never that cartoon show where I don't know. I could so many episodes of Teen Titans to pick from. I could say how much they're an asshole.
Robin's the biggest asshole I've ever seen.
I would say more. I would say more Beast Boy or Cyborg. They're all assholes, to be honest.
Yeah.
Beast Boy and Cyborg are just really buddy, and like that kind of buddy that it feels like they're like just teetering on being gay for one another.
In Teen Titans Go.
From what I've seen, they're very buddy like that.
Yeah.
They've been coupled up a few times. Beast Boy has been with Terra and Raven, and Cyborg is I guess for one episode with Jinx.
He's got Bumblebee as well. He's had this Bumblebee. Yeah.
And his car.
And which got destroyed in every episode. So
yeah. Which, by the way, again, I know like some of the cast have been showing pictures of like they've been recording with some of the other Teen Titans, but again they haven't been using like hashtag Teen Titans Go, and again Teen Titans Go still has not been confirmed for a third season. I'm not saying it's not happening, but
they've been recording in studio,
but you know Cartoon Network would have announced it by now, you know.
Well, Cartoon Network's rinky dink. There's 3 shows on there that I like right now. I like Adventure Time, I like Gumball, and I like Dragons, which is on a bit of a hiatus right now since the second movie just came out. But yeah,
They're
those
trying
are
to
really
work out what the third
movie.
movie's going to be before they make another season.
But that's the thing. Is like And also there's that thing. There's also the things like, yes, the cast might be recording something they say Teen Titans, but again, I just keep on saying, if they're doing Teen Titans for season 3, then why hasn't Cartoon Network just gone out and say, oh yeah, it's happening? And
Wait, hang on. I realized something we haven't talked about.
what haven't we talked about?
The plot synopsis for the Fantastic Four movie.
Oh god, yes, I was forgot about that.
This movie sounds so genuinely terrible that I am very interested in it now.
Well, you gotta feel bad about
It was gonna happen eventually.
This film sounds so bad. Do you know where they seem like they're doing everything possible to piss off fans
They're getting transported to a different universe.
with it? No, a different dimension.
Different dimension.
Powers. They get their powers.
So
And
let
Dr.
me get
Doom's
this
a
straight.
hacker.
So let's get this straight. They don't get their superpowers from going into space.
From what is it called again?
There was some kind of solar flare or something, wasn't it?
No, not the solar. It's no cosmic power. That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's the source of everything in the DC. No, not DC. The Marvel universe.
Mm-hmm.
And how they got in the first films. The first films are not terrible origin stories. The acting is quite terrible, though.
Some of the actors did okay. I mean, I like Michael Chiklis as the Thing.
Yes, he was.
Alba was terrible.
They were all assholes, which is the same problem with Teen Titans Go, but that's a different story altogether.
But to be honest, Johnny Storm and the Thing are pretty much assholes to each other all the time.
Well, that's the whole point. And like with Guardians of the Galaxy, you could say like Dave Bautista's an asshole, and
I would say he's an asshole. He's not an idiot.
They're all Guardians of the Galaxy. They're at least
well,
likable assholes.
he's a very confused, and Rocket's an asshole, and
that's the thing. Is like, is the thing about them, which I kind of like again, which they don't get in Teen Titans Go, is they might be assholes, but they actually have a conscience and they'll do the right thing.
They're likable. That's the difference. Yeah,
sure.
Anyway, the Fantastic Four.
But Teen Titans Go, they because like they're basically selfish pricks, and the selfish pricks that only look out for themselves and want to just be dicks to one another.
And do a bunch of stupid stuff.
Yes.
Like go on about waffles and pizza and bloody ponies and junk like that.
I bet you're actually Brony, aren't you? I mean, I've seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's like this sort of things. Like even as a fan, when you see that stuff propping up in Teen Titans Go, you must be just going, really? Like
I'll be honest. When I first heard it was coming back, but as this weird chibi animation design, I said, all right, I'll give it a shot. And for the first couple episodes, it was okay. But then it just got completely disgusting, annoying, and I just completely gave up on it.
Exactly.
The show did not have a single episode that I gave over 2.5 stars. It had one episode that I gave -5 stars.
What was that?
The bathroom one.
Oh my god.
Oh, yes.
That one was that was terrible. Wanna know what's also terrible?
What?
Is it Fantastic Four?
No, but it's related, and this is surprising. They already have a sequel for that film planned for 2017.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Nope, it's already basically official.
Yeah, but there was supposed to be a Spider-Man 4 after Spider-Man 3, and it never happened.
Just reboot.
To be fair, Spider-Man 2 was a thing.
Do you mean Amazing Spider-Man 2?
Yeah.
But anyway, go.
No, I was talking about the original Spider-Man 2. You know, that really good one with the octopus.
But honestly, actually, do you have this plot synopsis for the Fantastic Four on you? Read it out, because it's brilliant.
Right. Well, here on Wikipedia, the premise: when 4 people transport to an alternate universe, which alters their physical forms and gain new abilities, they must learn to harness their abilities and work together as a team to save Earth from a familiar enemy. Familiar enemy, not familiar.
A familiar enemy who doesn't own his own country, has no superpowers, and just has a computer screen. And an internet connection. Fear him!
Not even the CEO of a company.
Yeah. God. Seriously, How could you go?
Sounds amazing.
Yeah. How could you go that far away from original character? Doctor Doom. He owned his own country. He was a
At
ruler.
one point, yes. Or does he still have it now?
He still has Latveria. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's what I thought. You know, Doctor Doom, the guy who is a master of both science and magic, who stole the Silver Surfer's powers like twice, and who stole the powers of Odin at one point. That guy is a hacker.
Yeah. Who also managed to take? Who actually stole Thor's hammer as well at some point as well.
No, he tried to, but he got He got the Odin Force instead.
Only the chosen one can hold Thor's hammer.
Wonder Woman's has managed to has had Thor's hammers before.
That's...
In that crossover comic, it actually happened.
I don't count that. That's a crossover between companies. Nothing in those can be canon, or we would say one team would obviously win over the other.
Well, I think Justice League would actually beat the Avengers. I'm just saying.
Of course they would. Are you high? The people in like the Justice League is so overpowered. It's retarded.
They have 3 Hulks on their side, to be honest.
3 Hulks. This depends on what it. Wait, who are we counting on the? Justice
Okay,
League?
we're going
with-
Martian Man.
are we-
We're going Martian
the
Man.
original team.
Yeah, the Martian Manhunter, the Flash, Green Arrow, Green Lantern,
Green Arrow.
Wonder Woman, Batman and Superman, and
Aquaman.
Aquaman.
AKA the superhero nobody cares about.
Yeah.
For very poor reasons. He's actually a really good character.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
He can withstand,
when
he
your
can withstand getting hit by a tsunami.
when your superpower is able to control something that covers 79% of the Earth's surface.
70. But yeah, and you can shapeshift it into weapons and summon things like the Kraken and Great Whites. You're kind of and can lift buildings.
I wonder if Aquaman could control Godzilla.
Well,
It's possible. He said that he might
Godzilla's
have been able to
sorta
control humans at one point
a
because humans
sea
are the sea.
kind of creature.
Oh, actually, I remember there was a Marvel Godzilla comic. So that means Godzilla's in the Marvel universe.
Marvel's also doing crossovers with the Attack on Titan universe.
Yeah, that thing should be ridiculous.
It's gonna be fun.
It is going to be a
They
blast.
already have
a bunch of
mechanics
superheroes against a bunch of giants. It's going to be crazy.
To be fair, you can only kill the giants by slicing the back of their necks, or they'll just regenerate.
I wonder if it's gonna be as gory as Attack on Titan. Like Superman, Spider-Man gets bit in half or something.
Attack on Titan's not even that gory compared to things. Go watch something like Higurashi, and you just see pints of blood. You see people just having, like, they have to forcibly smash off their own fingernails in torture scenes.
And you know, if a Titan actually ate Superman, you could probably just punch right through his skin.
To be fair, that's suggesting that Titan could bite down on Superman.
Yeah.
That's.
Speaking of being eaten,
Speaking
of being eaten, I just remembered, isn't that thing happening this month of a TV show of a guy getting eaten by an anaconda?
I think so.
I saw that. That sounds.
I really hope he didn't fuck that up.
He's a trained professional. He's probably been eaten by snakes before.
That's what the alligator. That's what the alligator hunter said. The crocodile hunter. That's what he said.
He was
that
killed
turned out
by
for him. He got killed by
eel, or a manta ray.
Yeah, it was a. Yeah.
Professionals have fucked up. That's all I'm saying.
Yes, but this guy's been eaten by an anaconda. It's literally like.
How'd they get him out? Did they just kill it?
I think that's what I was wondering. It's like, how did they get him out? Did they kill the anaconda?
Probably.
And also, how did they stop the anaconda from, basically constricting him? Because that's how they kill.
Maybe.
I think the only boa constrict if it starts to put up some sort of resistance. Probably.
I thought that's how it hunts. Oh, never mind.
Whatever. We're not wildlife specialists here. I think that'd be fairly apparent.
Mm.
But did you actually see that show? You said.
I've seen images from it, and I'm just like, how are you going to pull this off without killing the anaconda? That's literally been my only concern, is that I don't think that thing's going to make it out. 'Cause you're gonna
Maybe
cut
there's
the
some
guy
way to
open,
actually calm the anaconda down.
like a
and
snake
then-
charmer.
A snake charmer.
Calm it down enough so it eats you.
Just yeah, but how are they going to get that? How did they get it out of him without cutting him open? Cutting open the anaconda.
Maybe they
Use a
attach,
crane.
maybe they just attach a big long rope to his legs.
That's possible.
I really do, because it's like I don't see that anaconda going. I don't see that anaconda's probably having a terrible day.
Probably eating cows right now to get itself prepared.
No, it already happened.
It's like no, it's literally like it's like a. So I just had this guy forcibly go inside my mouth, and then he stayed in there for a bit, and then he got yanked out.
Bestiality.
This was a terrible day.
Any upcoming movies we want to discuss at all?
Oh, I've just seen this on Twitter. Batman vs Superman has just finished filming.
I thought they finished filming a long time ago.
No, it's now officially just finished filming.
What did they have to film?
I think there was just like some pickup shots and stuff like that.
Still,
And also,
yeah,
in the new
on
Teenage
justice.
Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, apparently
Oh
confirmed
God!
Bebop,
No.
Bebop and Rocksteady are going to be in the next one.
That's
Yo,
the
man.
only positive I can think about it, because I didn't see the first film. I don't want to see it, but I have not heard good things about it.
Tonight I dine on turtle soup.
I have no idea what you just said.
I said tonight
Oh,
I dine on
hang on.
turtle soup.
I remember what I originally wanted to talk about when we brought up Aquaman. Who saw the trailer for the Aquaman film?
Oh, the Battle
not
of
the
Atlantis DC.
Yeah,
Well,
the animated one.
I can safely say it is a continuation of the Justice League War, isn't it?
Unfortunately.
The Justice League still look like are still acting a bit like pricks, to be honest.
Indeed, they are.
It's like he needs a code name. How about Aquaman? I don't like Aquaman. Aquaman it is.
Well, that's
Literally
funny.
a line in the trailer.
Well, yeah, that is, but that was kind of funny.
Oh well, it's like, and to be honest, I'm really not digging the art style of that thing because the body proportions
It's a
just
bit
don't
too
look right.
gray. Or is it just that it's too gray?
No, it's just like the body proportions on the guys, especially Aquaman's like his chest and his head is too small not his head. So like it just doesn't look right.
To be fair, that was
Well-
a problem in the DC universe, the DC animated universe.
Yeah,
also.
everybody, it's like every superhero was like jacked to the friggin' gills.
Mm-hmm.
Literally and metaphorically speaking.
I don't think the idea of comics is to be as anatomically correct as possible. I don't think that's top on their priority.
No, if every single cartoon character in the world was jacked to the gills, I'm sure it would be a good influence for kids to start working out.
Steroids.
Look at me! I've got a big six-pack and I can lift 500 pounds over my head with one arm.
Yo, dude, you too?
No,
Only
can't.
500 pounds.
Yeah, Alex can't even do 10.
Shut up, Jack.
You're weak, son.
I am. That's the thing about it. But that's I just keep on. I just okay.
Depressed Alex is depressed.
Take it easy. Take it easy.
DC for me is like I don't trust DC. I mean, I can do good. I know they can't. They still do good stuff. I'm not saying everything DC does now is bad. I just don't trust them.
It's like an abusive housewife that you keep going back to, and its name is Detective Comics.
Yeah, you think they've changed, but they're still the same as before.
It's not that they was the same as before. It's that they were good and then they went crappy and they just decided it's stuff like, I mean, they still do good stuff. They do Batgirl, they do the Swamp Thing, and they do other good comics and stuff like that. And some of their animated movies are good. They have no good animated cartoons at the moment.
They have no animated cartoons. Are you kidding me?
They have one.
There was
No,
a
they don't.
Batman show, or
Beware
that
the
was
Batman, and I hated that.
Has that actually? That still hasn't
They-
finished
that-
airing, has it?
No, that finished. They pushed most of it out under the
Yeah,
radar.
It's a shame, 'cause for starters, and it was on Toonami at like 4 o'clock in the morning, so nobody could watch it.
Yeah.
I watched one episode and it was average, but it's like it didn't really have the same kind of charm that
It looked
the
like
original-
shit, by the way. The animation was terrible. That's the one thing I'll give the Green Lantern animated series, is that CG didn't look terrible.
But it's stuff like but I mean, to be honest, the only thing that DC really do shine at the moment is their TV shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, have you seen Teen Titans Go? It's amazing.
I said the TV shows, not the cartoon shows.
There you go.
Like, has anybody seen the Flash TV? Or is it? I don't think it's out yet, is it?
Yeah, it is.
No,
out.
I've seen the
It
first
is out.
2 episodes, and it's very good. I've heard mixed things about Constantine, that it's basically supernatural.
Well, everybody's had mixed things. People had mixed feelings about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I saw it. I
I
thought
didn't hear that. I've heard that it's nothing but good.
To be
Haven't
honest,
watched
Agents of
since the
S.H.I.E.L.D., it
beginning of
started
season
off
one.
good, and then it got really slow. It got kind of dull. And then actually, basically after what you need to, basically after when they did the tie-in for the Winter Soldier, that's when it got good. And now they're on season 2, and it is very good at the moment.
Do you think they're going to do another crossover for what is it, Avengers 2?
Possibly. Well, if it's in the same universe, they'll have to.
Well, it is.
Some people were saying they might have Spider-Man in it, and other people were saying
In
no.
Avengers 2. Sony are in
no, in
talks.
Avengers 3.
Yeah, Sony are in talks with Marvel at the moment. It's
About
basically
something.
because of
We don't know what, but something.
it's basically, but it's, I mean, people are saying about Spider-Man, but yeah, but basically it's because people are saying because basically how
Spider-Man
Amazing
2.
Spider-Man 2.
Boy, you love saying basically a lot.
I do say basically a lot. Basically, it's what I say.
I see what you did there.
But Amazing Spider-Man 2 because it was not very well received, shall we say?
Mm.
Yeah, man, we didn't hate it at all.
Have you seen Amazing Spider-Man 2?
I haven't seen it. I prefer the Tobey Maguire ones are all right. I really just don't care about the new ones.
Third one's amazing, obviously.
Yeah. Oh, you should really check
Yeah,
that one out. It's
Just
got the
as
same,
good as
but
X-
Amazing
just as
Spider-Man
good
2
as
has
X-Men
exactly
3.
the same problem as Spider-Man 3. It's just too cluttered. There's too much going on. It makes and
I say it's far worse.
Really? You think it's worse than Spider-Man 3?
Absolutely, that's not even a question. Like Spider-Man 3 is just messy in the fact that it was pushing in too many different directions and didn't focus on anything coherently. Amazing Spider-Man 2 didn't focus on anything. Period. It was nonsensical. Things didn't make sense. Why characters would do anything. It was just a train wreck. Am I wrong?
You are very wrong. I loved Amazing Spider-Man 2. It was the best movie I saw this year. Said no one
I'm
ever.
going to pull up the discussion me and Lewis had about this. I'll prove you wrong with your own words.
I hated Amazing Spider-Man 2, but I don't think it's as bad. I think it's probably just as bad as Spider-Man 3.
Spider-Man 3 isn't even that bad. I'll go out and say that. It's messy, not a horrible train wreck that you can't see any of the debris from.
No, 'cause
It's
Superman's-
common, usually in some film trilogies, the third movie is always the weakest. Like Return of the Jedi or...
Amazing Spider-Man booked the trend and started to suck at the second film.
I like the second.
I said Amazing
Yeah.
Spider-Man 2, but
Oh.
it's basically the same as Matrix. Ah, you thought the third film was going to be bad. We're fucking up at movie number 2. But yeah, it's third. Actually, it's I think someone's called it Godfather syndrome. Basically, where the third
Yeah. Godfather.
Godfather
Spider-Man
3,
3.
Shrek 3, Spider-Man 3. Um,
Godfather 3 wasn't that bad.
But compared to the first two ones, it wasn't.
Comparatively, it's bad, but as a movie on its own, it's not bad.
the only problem with it is, well, the major problem with it is obviously Francis Ford Coppola's daughter in that.
Oh yeah, she was terrible.
Didn't she make Lost in Translation?
Yeah, she's much better as a director than she is as an actor.
I like that.
I didn't like
Oh.
Apocalypse Now. Let's just throw that out there.
Wow. Really?
That's criminal.
Yeah. I saw it a few weeks ago, and I thought it was aight at best.
The horror.
The horror. The horror. Or as Dexter's... I prefer the Dexter's Laboratory version of the horror.
We'll cue that in post.
That's
in editing.
probably one of the most said cultural references in anything.
I love
horror.
the smell of napalm in the morning.
Smells
Napalm
like
Colonel was the
victory.
best part of that film.
That's my favorite part of the film.
Napalm Colonel.
But, okay, if we're going about war films made by great directors, what's better then? Apocalypse Now or Full Metal Jacket? Stanley Kubrick.
I haven't seen Full Metal Jacket, honestly.
I've seen Full Metal Jacket.
I'd assume it's better.
It's
because it's Stanley Kubrick, so I assume
liked
it's better.
I liked it a little better than Apocalypse Now.
You, Private Pal, you sack of shit! Wipe that bitch smile off your face or I will make you go... Oh, hey, I can't remember his name, but he's the person...
He was awesome, and a lot of his stuff was improvised.
It is, yeah, because he was a real-life drill sergeant. That's the Kubrick way.
Just like Saving Private Ryan.
I know he's portrayed as a drill sergeant in a lot of crazy stuff.
Yeah, I think he became an actor after doing it. Like, he was a drill sergeant, but because he did shouting basically so well, because he's a drill sergeant, he became an actor. God, imagine if Samuel L. Jackson was a drill sergeant.
He'd still be playing himself. That's fine. More Sam Jackson's a good thing, unless he's Mace Windu.
I thought he was okay in Star Wars, and he's amazing in the Avengers films.
Obviously,
He's an amazing actor.
He is, of course he. But it's like I'm just wondering how bad things are. I wonder what role he's going to have in the new Avengers film. Obviously, because if going by the things of Winter Soldier, he doesn't.
He's already said that
he's in the trailer.
He said that basically his role in the Avengers is just going to be like a cameo at most.
That sucks. That's a stupid ass plan.
Is Sam Jackson nearly done with it? Does his contract end with the
No,
Infinity
he
War?
still has 3 more movies to be in.
Does he? So
Yeah.
he'll be in the. He's going to be in the Civil War, obviously.
Yeah, they'll probably kill him there. Maybe no, probably not. I don't know.
You're making all this money. Why would you end your contract?
This is Samuel L. Jackson. He doesn't need money. Are you kidding me? Quentin Tarantino will hook him up.
Probably like $100 million to his name.
Speaking of Quentin Tarantino, do we want to talk about James Bond?
Ooh, yes. The new
Because
James Bond film.
Christoph Waltz, Spectre with Christoph Waltz, probably the perfect person for a Christoph Waltz movie, is the villain.
Yes, and it's going to be Spectre because basically to clarify, the reason why Spectre haven't been in a James Bond film since Diamonds Are Forever.
What's Spectre?
That's what the name of the new movie's going to be. Spectre.
No, but Alex is talking about it like it's a prior thing.
Spectre's been in
Elaborate.
Spectre was in the first James Bond movie. It was in Doctor No and it was in Russia with Love. It wasn't in Goldfinger. It was in Thunderball, and it was Her Majesty's Secret Service. You Only Live Twice and Diamonds Are Forever. Basically pretty much all of Sean Connery's era.
Look at that dedication to a franchise, kids.
They were the terrorist organization Spectre that basically was evil MI5. and Spectre was Spectre was the people where you go. I bet you see of those pictures of James Bond's villain. As Ant Stavros Blofeld, who was basically the guy with a cat.
Got a cat and a nice scar.
Yeah.
Pyramid.
He's the leader of Spectre.
Got a fluffy kitten.
Oh no, it's called Bond 24. I thought it was going to be called Spectre, but no.
It is
No, it
called
is.
Spectre.
It is. That was the code name. All Bond films are just called what their next respective number in the franchise is going to be before they get a name.
All right.
Spectre stands for Special Executive of Counterintelligence Terrorism, Revenge, Extortion.
They sound like good guys.
Basically, they're the bad guy, and they were first in Doctor No because the character Doctor No was working for Spectre. Basically, and then after the Dinosaur Forever, I think it was it's Ian Fleming. He died after that movie came out, and then there was an argument with his estate about who owns the rights to Spectre and all that. And it's only now just been settled, and that's why.
Well, the guy who did the director Sam Mendes, who did Skyfall, he's also directing this one. That's the only James Bond film I've ever seen, so I have high expectations.
And basically, Christoph.
I've heard that's basically like one of the best.
I've seen all the Pierce Brosnan films, and I've seen all the Daniel Craig films.
Basically,
those are the ones I really grew up with, pretty much.
Because basically,
did you see that amazing tidal wave in Die Another Day?
Oh god, yeah, Die Another Day, amazing.
In the car.
But basically, Spectre, speaking of Christoph Waltz, his character name wasn't officially announced, or he's playing some character.
No, it is. He is.
But
it's everyone, right
but everyone knows, basically, even like in the interviews, they said he's basically going to be playing Blofeld, isn't he? And they're going.
No, he's well, the name is Franz Oberhauser.
He's going to be Blofeld, Jack.
That's what it says on the Wikipedia page.
I know, and they've given false names to characters before. Remember?
What? Like when?
Well, how Missy isn't the Master. They said, "Oh no," Moffat went, "Oh no, it's a completely different character." That's
the hell are you talking about?
Oh wait, you don't.
I don't know
Doctor
James.
Who.
I don't know James Bond.
You're talking about
the only thing I know what you're talking.
Doctor Who. That was Doctor Who. I meant Missy is the Master and
still British. Still British.
So as we all know, the British are evil.
But but I saw interviews where basically, like Daniel Craig was talking to the guys, like, and the interview guys. So basically, Christoph Waltz, even though he's playing this guy, he's going to be playing Blofeld, and Daniel Craig goes, "Oh, I can't possibly say." That always means yes.
He said with a posed look.
But and he also asked James Bond's new car, an Aston Martin DB10. Hello?
Is that a problem?
Nope, that's a good thing. It's an Aston Martin.
Okay. I knew it was an Aston Martin. I don't think that was the same model as the one that was in the previous film.
No, it's a new model that Aston Martin basically unveiled on the. It's the new model for the new car. It's not going to be as DB5 because it blew up.
No.
Well, James. It's common that James Bond blows up every vehicle he gets into.
Yeah.
He doesn't go one movie without destroying his car.
Exactly.
Boys with toys. That's what Natalia said in
GoldenEye. Yeah. Actually, no, because remember his BMW didn't get blown up in GoldenEye. He didn't do anything in that BMW. To be honest, he just drove it for a bit.
All we can say for sure about this new one, Judi Dench will not be in it.
I know. That's sad.
Dead.
But to be honest, I kind of like the new guy.
Ralph Fiennes.
Ralph Fiennes. Yes.
He's a good actor. He's great.
And M is now a man again. Start your gender war right here, folks.
The next James Bond's going to be a woman.
How could anybody throw a fit about Ralph Fiennes as M? I mean...
Because people still talk about, you know what. Hashtag something.
Hashtag end this series. Boo, I want M back.
Yeah. But for God's sake, I mean, he was the guy in Red Dragon.
Actually,
Yeah.
Ben Wishhaus is coming back as Q, and I really liked him.
Yeah, and again, you know they can't bring back the original Q because he's dead. And they
Are you
Yeah.
can't
talking about actor
the
or
actor,
actual character?
the actual actor.
Okay.
But to be
Okay.
honest,
Well,
what's his,
John Cleese, or no, I don't think John
John
Cleese
Cleese
is.
is still alive. No, I mean the
Yeah, I know
original
he's
Q.
alive, but
Yo, man, we can't bring back the other James Bond because Pierce Brosnan is dead, right?
But here's
he's
something.
not dead.
Here's something actually.
Not. Damn it.
Apparently, you know that old guy that Bond meets in Skyfall at the end. You know, in the house in
I'm trying to
Skyfall.
think. Oh, you mean the landlord?
Yeah, that apparently
Yeah.
was originally going to be played by Sean Connery.
He's not dead yet.
No, he's not dead yet. But that was the thing. Is like they decided better not do that because then that'll make those people who do the code name theory just make them go mad.
Oh yeah, like the theory that James Bond, the reason why he's existed up till now is because that's actually a code name.
Yeah. But in Skyfall, they actually definitely say
That's
because he
James
visits.
Bond is an alias.
But if you actually in Skyfall, James
Yeah,
Bond
he says his name is James.
and he actually sees his parents' grave because
Yeah,
they go
yeah.
to Skyfall and there is his parents' grave.
It's about as prominent as the theory that in Pulp Fiction, Marcellus's what was in the briefcase was Marcellus's soul.
I love theories like that, to be honest, though,
No, do you want to know why that holds some level of truth?
because it glows.
Because in some you remember the bandage on the back of his head?
Yeah, that's apparently where the devil takes out your soul from the back of your neck.
Yeah, in some cultures, that's where the devil takes out your. That's where the devil, quote unquote, takes out your soul. Assuming there is a
Yeah.
devil,
He swallows your soul.
But
which
actually,
there is, because I'm the devil.
Do you know that theory? Do you know that there's one of those theories I really like is the Ed. You know the Ed, Ed and Eddie theory
Yeah,
that the kids are all dead and they're from different time periods.
yeah, I know.
That's why you
the
don't
one
see
that
any-
disturbs me is the Rugrats theory, though.
I haven't heard that one.
Okay, go look it up because we're not going to say it here because it might ruin some kids' childhood.
I'm
not
going to
everybody's-
read it out.
And
Well, I'll find something else to talk about while you're doing that. So, the Hobbit film that's coming out. Are we going to finally get back to
that.
doing Titans movie talks when that comes out?
Yes, we will because it comes.
Okay,
Yes.
because it's been quite a while. That's been on hiatus for a while. Sorry, go on.
I have actually read the book, and
Go on.
it's only about 200 pages. But
the book
I
is-
really don't have a problem with it being made into 3 movies because it really covers pretty much everything, and I like the characters.
Holy shit! I'm reading it now.
Okay, your own personal hand cannon can help you out. You were saying, man?
I like the Hobbit movies, and I'm looking forward to the grand finale.
Wonder what I've heard though. And this is completely and obviously wrong. The film is only about 144 minutes, which is about 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Actually,
On a
no,
final
it's
Peter Jackson.
It's 2 hours and 49 minutes. Is what I heard.
No, it's 2 hours. No, it's 144 minutes. That's what some people say it is. Which
144
I don't
minutes,
believe that
2
in the
hours,
slightest.
2 hours
Because
and
that's
24.
only a little over 2 hours.
It
And
is
this
the
is a
shortest.
Peter
It is the shortest. It is the shortest of all the all of the Hobbit, Lord of the Rings films.
Which is why I don't believe it.
Considering
that
they've pretty
hour films.
they've pretty much reached the end of the book with Smaug and about to attack, and
Yeah,
all these-
Smaug is basically the fact. Like, I mean, if you haven't read the book,
Final
basically the
boss.
first 20 minutes of the movie is going to be Smaug's going to die in the first 20 minutes.
I'm surprised they didn't kill him off in the end of the last film and have his body crashing into the town while the screen goes to black. That would have been a good way to end it.
a lot of people complained about the ending. I
love that cliffhanger.
It's a cliffhanger. It sets up for the 3rd movie.
I
Exactly.
am Cumberbatch. This is a cliffhanger.
But no, it's like if you're going to go about endings in a trilogy, usually the ending of a second film is basically them going to be continued. It's always like that.
Yeah, the middle chapter.
Wait, this is
And then when all 3 movies come out on DVD, nobody's going to care about it. It's like
Exactly.
It's like Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows 1 and 2. It's two parts of
but
one
actually,
book. It
here's
just
the
goes from one to the next.
Here's the problem with doing a two-parter of a single book, though. I mean, somehow they managed to do it with the Hobbit, but like, especially with the Hunger Games, Twilight, Harry Potter, is well, actually, don't count Twilight because Twilight is shit. But basically, usually the first part is just build-up. And I don't want to watch a movie of build-up unless there's some like payoff, and that's not. I don't have to wait a year for the payoff. You know what I mean? Like the problem with
the payoff of the Desolation of Smaug was we got to see Smaug, and he's this big scary dragon creature.
Exactly.
Voiced by
Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah.
Sherlock
Which is the only version of Sherlock Holmes that matters.
Sherlock and Watson together again. Only one's a dragon and the other one's a hobbit.
Well, also. Benedict Cumberbatch is also the, he's also, what is it? He's also, oh my god.
Oh wait, he's been announced as Doctor Strange.
Yeah, that's, oh shit, you're right. Oh fuck. You missed that. Good catch, Alex.
Benedict Cumberbatch, Doctor Strange.
What's up?
He's a very strange person.
Yes. Well, only a Brit can play this. Only a Brit can play the Sorcerer Supreme.
Why's that?
Well, because basically a lot of Brits are playing superheroes, right? American superheroes now. Andrew Garfield's a Brit. The guy who's playing Superman's a Brit.
Henry Cavill?
Yeah,
I don't think he is.
Yes, he is.
I'm gonna look that up.
What's his name? Who played Batman? Oh, I'm forgetting his name.
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale. He's Welsh.
Is that British?
Wales is in Britain.
Well. Yeah, there's a difference between English and Wales.
Yeah,
so.
Great Britain consists of Northern Ireland, England, Scotland, and Wales.
And is Ireland? Yeah, Ireland's part of it. Isn't it?
No, Northern Ireland is.
We're not going to get into things as of recent with that.
We kind of had a bit of a war about that.
There were a lot of Scottish people and a lot of warriors.
Yeah. Well, if we're going to get political, I mean, in September, Scotland had a vote to say we don't want to be a part of the UK anymore, and everyone went, actually, yes, we do.
We're going to transition this into a political episode, everyone.
Hello, and welcome to Titans Talk About Politics. Tonight, as GDP goes up another 5%, we need to ask ourselves, is the US economy on another way for its downslope, or is it finally on its way to recovery?
In other news, will Nintendo ever make more of the Wii U? Will Nintendo ever make any more copies of the Wii U GameCube adapter? If not, let's
just so Jack could buy one.
Yes. I will give mine $20.
I'm sure it'll be a lot more than $20.
It's not actually. You looked on Amazon, it's $115 on Amazon.
Yeah, no, that's what people are selling them for, outside of the actual retail, because they sold out night one.
And actually, I read this thing on the news. I think it's like Amazon was cancelling pre-orders because they didn't have enough stock. So people are immediately buying them and reselling them again at ridiculous prices.
I heard somewhere that Nintendo was not going to make more at this moment. Nintendo was as of recently was teetering on financial instability. They don't have the luxury of not putting out more of stuff like that.
Actually, to be honest, Nintendo do have, even though they have losing profits, they've actually got a huge amount of saved revenue. I think it was something like if Nintendo kept on losing the amount of money that they have been doing every year, they would only run out of money 60 years from now.
Is this before or after they would go and have to shoot all their developers?
No, they have to go. No, they have to go and milk that Mario cow one more time.
I'm fine with that.
I wonder if Nintendo would ever get into a position where they would put Mario on another console, or like any of their properties on another console.
Yeah, Mario on Sega.
Sega's never going to make another console.
Oh, they're not.
They can't even make a good game at the moment.
They did all right with Sonic Colors, and then they went right back to their roots.
Then they made Sonic Boom.
Then they also made Sonic and the Werehog.
Sonic and the Lost World.
I hear. Don't they have an animated show on Disney XD?
Yeah,
New Sonic.
they
show?
do.
Yes, they do.
I don't have XD, so I can't watch it.
That's basically the. I think that's basically kind of the reason why. I think that they're doing the Pokemon mentality, the Transformers and Pokemon mentality with that. Is like, if we make a show about it, then they'll buy the game.
Yeah.
But the
Maybe.
game sucks.
Even the first Sonic game wasn't even that good.
Oh, controversy.
Oh snap!
Would you like to fight?
I finally
No.
I just beat Sonic 3 the other day.
Yeah.
I could never complete the game when I was little because I could never get past that goddamn barrel during the Carnival Zone area. And then I finally looked up how to get past it, and you have to jiggle the joystick up and down. That's all you had to do. 20 years wasted.
Do you ever have you? How many times have you done that? Because everyone's done that. Where you get stuck at this one part of a video game, you don't do it for like months or even years, and you do it first time the moment you come back. Like,
Yeah, it was like almost on the verge of throwing my controller against the wall. Like, really?
that's one of the things I'm actually kind of glad that they got rid of in basically new games is the live system. You know, if you run out of live, game over.
Do we want to talk about any holidays coming up that we might celebrate?
Christmas? Nah.
Anybody Jewish?
Nope.
Nope.
I celebrate Christmas. I'm a
Yeah.
Christian.
Yeah, Christmas is. To be honest, Christmas you don't have to be Christian to celebrate Christmas. It's not about. Well, it's not anymore about the birth of Jesus Christ. It's more about. It's basically. It's more about your family and all that stuff. And
Oh,
But if
Alex,
you-
want to know something?
if you've seen Kirk Cameron's new movie, no, it's all about materialism.
Oh Jesus!
What Kirk Cameron
You know-
movie?
Kirk Cameron saving Christmas.
Yeah. You
You
want
know,
to hear
that
something
movie
else
is
really
not-
funny? You might want to know.
No,
Alex?
no.
Go
We're
on,
talking about
It's
Kirk
on the
Cameron
bottom
saving Christmas.
100. It's #1 on the bottom 100 of IMDb. It's that friggin' bad.
Is it?
I haven't seen it, but I have not heard good things about it. In fact,
I have seen
Kirk
clips
Cameron
of it.
was actually so angry at the negative reviews that he begged for them to give positive reviews to
He
his
basically
movie.
wanted his people to make to sign up to Rotten Tomato to make fake reviews for it.
What a dick.
But
You want to know the
Kirk-
funny thing, Alex?
But here's the thing about it. Here's a line from the Kirk Cameron Saving Christmas. He's like, he says, I think he says to a black person, every time you see a Christmas tree, I want you to think of a cross, and it's going to be lit, and we cover it with lights, so it's going to be lit up.
Jesus.
Nice guy.
Wonderful.
Oh, Kirk Cameron.
What's your favorite Christmas movie to watch?
I like the Polar Express. I know some people hate it for its uncanny valleyness. That's even a word, but I really liked it.
I do like it. It does seem a bit too. I like it too. I mean, sometimes it does seem a bit too forced with its. We're making a Christmas classic, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like that song was pretty forced.
I thought I like the songs. I
Yeah.
like Believe. I liked the song that the leader girl sang on the train, and
Yeah.
the Hot Chocolate song is awesome.
But if we're going about best Christmas movie ever made, Die Hard.
Yes, takes place during Christmas time.
So it counts.
Okay, this is true, but try and pick another one, because that's an old joke. Think of another one.
Christmas Story.
Okay, that's good. I like that one a lot.
Miracle on
These bastards in whoever came up with some
Christmas
crazy
Story
idea,
2.
They made a sequel, and it's
They
pretty
tried
much.
to.
And you reviewed it.
Yes, I just posted it to Geek Juice Media. It's pretty much the same movie, except
They're older.
wants
And
a car
assholes.
wants a car now instead of a gun.
He'll poke his eye out.
He'll shoot
He'll,
your eye
he'll go
out.
flying through the windshield. Son of a bitch!
Do we want to go on to least favorite Christmas movies then?
Oh, how many are there?
Too
I've got
many.
a couple. I have a top 3.
Let's
Alright.
see. I'm trying to.
Prancer?
The Grinch. That's the thing.
I like Grinch.
Are you
No.
talking? Wait, hold on. We have to make a clear distinction here. You're talking about the 2001 live action, right?
Yeah. Actually, no, that's a lie. I kind of like it. It's a guilty pleasure, to be really honest.
Yeah, it's alright. Jim Carrey's funny in it.
Yeah.
I dislike it.
What is that? I mean, it could be worse. It could be the Cat in the Hat.
Oh,
Oh Jesus, Jesus Lord! They actually are making a 3D reboot of that.
As long as Mike Myers stays the hell away from it, I don't care.
Is Mike Myers still alive?
Yes, he is still alive.
Yeah,
He just
his career isn't.
Oh, okay. Good to know. Least favorites for me. If I had to make a top 3,
go on. You said you had a top 3. Go on.
yeah, the top 3 would have to be, would be the live-action Grinch, A Nightmare Before Christmas, and Christmas
You don't like A Nightmare Before Christmas.
Jeez.
No.
What?
That's insanity.
How do you not
No.
like A Nightmare Before Christmas?
I love that
It's-
movie.
It's cluttered. The story's really bad. The characters are pretty bad.
They're
I
trying
don't like
to
the
combine Halloween
songs.
and Christmas. Two of the greatest holidays of all time.
Yeah.
Jack Skellington wants to make Christmas Halloween, even though he says he wants things to be
No,
different.
he doesn't. He
just-
doesn't want to
he
make
turns-
Christmas Halloween. It's because he
He wants to make no. Let me rephrase that. He wants to have things different, but all he does is make Christmas Halloween.
Christmaween.
Terrible. It's a terrible idea.
Oh, you didn't.
Yeah.
Jack, you're an ass. But actually, do you know what I used to watch around about Christmas time? Because it was actually, and this will be something I know one person in this chat definitely likes. When I was a kid, around about this time, Robot Wars was coming to the finals around about that time.
No, I didn't know that. I thought you were gonna say something like, and this is another really bad one on my list, which is Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
Grandma
Oh,
got run over
Oh,
by a
yeah.
reindeer.
I remember I actually watched it in elementary school and I enjoyed it, but not anymore. It's just stupid. The story doesn't make sense.
No,
Nostalgia
it doesn't.
critic. But I was saying, usually what I used to watch it was pretty much December 12th. I remember it was usually that was when the grand final of Robot Wars was on BBC Two.
Yep.
And that was one of my favorite all-time shows when I was a kid. It was.
It's still mine. It got me into robot fighting. I got a whole
Wait,
fleet
hang
of
on.
robots.
Yes.
I know the best Christmas film,
Go on.
What?
The Passion of the Christ.
Oh. Well.
Gibson.
Oh boy.
Oh, Gibson,
That's
shit
well,
used to be
it's technically, you could say it's a quote-unquote Christmas movie.
about as Christmas as what is it, Lars?
I tell you what it isn't. It's not a Hanukkah movie. I can tell you that for sure.
Oh, let's talk about Hanukkah movies really quick.
Oh, 8 Crazy Nights.
Oh, you and me, Alex.
That's the only one I can think of off the top of my head, unfortunately.
Adam Sandler. Adam Sandler is a jackass. And now he's gonna be in the Hanukkah tradition. And it's basically a South Park episode.
It's except
About the good writing, basically.
Matt and Trey actually know how to do raunchy comedy, and Adam Sandler's just he's always been doing this stuff with Happy Madison, and he just keeps doing the same old.
But here's the
shtick.
thing. When he gives a shit, actually,
Madison?
Adam.
You just say Happy Madison. Do you mean Happy Gilmore and
No, his production
Billy
company's
Madison?
called. He has a
Happy
production.
Gilmore, Happy Madison, Happy
Happy Gilmore's a movie.
Gilmore.
Happy Madison is Adam Sandler's production company.
Yeah, Happy Madison's the name of the studio. Did I say Happy Gilmore?
No, he said Happy Madison. Jack just
Yeah,
thought you meant Happy
Madison's
Gilmore.
studio.
Sorry, I thought that's what you meant. I know, even though that the production company's name, it's code name for shit. By the way.
But yeah, basically, I mean, here's the thing: is like I've seen like funny people and stuff like that. Adam Sandler can act. He can actually do
Yeah,
a good movie.
I've seen him in Funny People, and I've seen him in Punch Drunk Love. If he's working with a good script, he can do well. I mean, take for example Chris Rock. He's actually in a new movie coming out called Top 5, which is getting good reviews, and that's showing him when he's funny. If he's given a good script, he can make it work.
Speaking of good movies, which I really want to see because it hasn't been released in the UK yet, has anyone seen Birdman?
No, I've heard a lot of crazy things about it though.
Nope.
Michael Keaton is Birdman, not Batman.
From a bird to a bat to a bird.
All in the course of 25 years.
Took him long enough.
But no, I want to see that movie so badly because apparently it's all one shot, one take. Well, obviously it's not one take, but it's shot as one continuous take.
Jeez. Is it like a documentary?
No, it's a movie about an actor who basically is only really known for being Birdman, basically. And it's like years later after he did the films in the 80s, and now it's like in 2014. He wants to get back into it by starting a stage play, and then he starts hearing Birdman in his head. And it's basically, I just want to see the movie. But we're going for an hour and a half now. Do you want to wrap up now?
I think we're good.
I think we're good. So, this has been Time Talk for whatever hell date it is.
It is the 6th of December.
It's actually the 7th of December in the UK because we are past it.
Well, you're like 4 hours ahead. So.
Yeah.
5 hours ahead.
Yeah.
But basically, thank you very much, all you guys, for listening, and thank you, you guys, for taking part and joining.
Hey, it was good to be here.
Feel free to you can if you want you can. Now I'll tell you every time we're doing a Titan Talks if you want to join in next time as well.
Yeah, sure. We'll talk more stuff: Teen Titans, Robot Wars, movies, heroes, whatever.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, and make sure obviously to subscribe to my YouTube channel and subscribe to Jack's YouTube channel, which he's. Are you doing stuff with that? Because you're asking me about.
Well, I've been behind just because finals kicked in, and
Yeah.
I can't do anything when finals happen. Taking a little time off for this, but
also to subscribe to Brand's channel, which is Headbanger number.
Headbanger 142.
Headbanger 142, and
You can post the links in the description.
I will. We will see you guys next time, probably next year, because I will be working a lot. And I will not have time after this, probably for Titans Talk, and everyone's doing the finals and stuff like that. So we will see you guys next time. I am Alex.
Peace out.
Goodbye, everybody.
sayonara. See you later.
Adios.
Bye.